All right, so the trim work's looking good.
Yes, coming out really nice.
Windows are looking good. You see you got your water table on and your outside corners. So you're getting ready for clapboards.
Exactly, yeah.
Now the biggest problem with an old house is what?
Well, sometimes they're crooked.
Yes.
You know, if not even floors, they are not level. So
Exactly. And you took all of your measurements for the windows so they'd be even on the inside or equal off of the floor.
yes, that's
Right.
how it's done. Yeah.
Right. So, all right. So now you've got the water table on, and I noticed that we've just tacked it here with a couple of nails so we can see what we have.
Yes.
You've got it on this line right here, which is a level line.
Yep.
But to be even off of the windows, it needs to come up to here. So now if we climb the walls with the water table being level and we go up row by row, this siding would hang down about that much, which is too low. All right, that's where we want to be. So what we're going to do is you want to move this up to this line here, and then we can space our siding out equal, and we'll end up with the right dimension at the window where it should be. All right, so now we're going to put a piece of flashing in here. It's got to bend up, in, and up the house. So it just sits right on there like that, and we'll just nail it in place with some roofing nails. All right, so now we're going to take some tape and run it across the top edge right here. So if any moisture should get behind it, we want it to run out on the face of it, not behind it. Push that nice and tight. All right, our water table is moved up. And if you remember, that space that we had was probably around 2.5 inches. So now, because we moved it up, let's measure the distance from the window right here. I have a little bit under 30 inches. What have you got down there, Deliandro?
Just under 30 inches.
See? So now, because of the distance of the house, if you look at that water table, it looks level, but it's also parallel with the windows. Now we're going to put a starter strip on. And we don't want the starter strip to lay on the flashing, because if this gets wet, that means the siding is sitting in that moisture. So we're going to space it out the thickness of a speed square, and that will allow that area to dry and the siding won't get saturated. All right, now we're ready to start laying out for our siding or coursing. So our first row is going to go here, again, slightly off of our drip edge right here, our flashing, so it's not sitting in the water. And the other one is going to end up right there. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm going to create a story pole, and I'm going to take the measurement from here to there, which I know is about 30 inches. So I'm going to take a stick. I've got a V on the bottom because this is going to be what I call a swing stick. All right, so I take my tape measure and I measure from the V. And we're going to go, our coursing is going to be as close to 5 inches as we can get it. So I want to take my measurement from the point of my stick, and I mark 5, 10, 15, 20, because that's the spacing of our clapboards. Now I'll just run a straight line across my reference point. All right, so now that our spacing for our siding is going to be 5-inch increments, we need to make sure that it fits in between this and this, all right? So if I place it on here and I look where I am, right up there, it's real close, but I can make that work just by swinging the stick until it drops down. So then I mark a ding mark on the wall, and that will divide that row up equally as we go. All right, now we get our first row of siding going on. Space it again. Bring it up.
All right.
There you go.
Got it right here.
Yep. All right, now before we put our next piece on to match this piece, I'm going to slide a piece of soft flashing right in here behind the joint. We'll run a little bead of caulking right here, again, so it won't be to the weather, and then we'll just slide it in, and that joint will be watertight. The reason we want to do it is because if this wasn't here and that joint opened up, water will migrate between the joint and run down the sidewall. Bring it down. That's good right there. right there.
Good there?
Yep. First course is on. Take it, line it up where I want it, push it tight at the top, mark it. Take my swing stick, put it on the siding. I put a point on the end of it because when I swing it, if I swing it and it's on the wrong side, I'll be too high. So I want to put it down, I'll swing it till it hits the line right there, mark it. Now we'll just run a chalk line from that point down the other end. Put the top on the line. And nail it up. Let's bring it up. Let's see. So I get it on the line. Right there. Line up with the sill. Put it on our mark. And we'll tack it in place. All right, the siding looks good and I like the color.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.